Now, I'm not what you would call a fan of Hasbro. However, when they do something well, I will definitely give them the praise where appropriate. This just arrived, and this definitely deserves some praise. Stay tuned for more. Welcome back. Now, on Thursday, May 4, Hasbro Pulse put this set up for purchase. Now, I have to confess, I thought it was simply a pre-order, and when it came to the checkout, I didn't bother selecting expedited shipping because if it was a pre-order, it'll come when it comes. Now, little did I know, it wasn't a pre-order, it was an actual purchase. And despite having selected the economy shipping, this actually arrived in 4 days, which is quite remarkable. Now, first things first, this is the first time I've ever seen one of these packages in hand, and I'm surprised at just how small it was. I don't know why, but I assumed it was going to be a much bigger box, but I'm assuming the cards are all stacked this way, so it makes sense. Now, interestingly enough, on the box here, the Retro Collection logo is actually printed on. It's not a sticker. So I'm not sure why they just don't do that with the card backs and be done with it. But regardless, as a package, it does look pretty nice. Wonderful assortment of photographs of the characters from the movies on the top here. And of course, if you didn't know, we're getting C-3PO, R2-D2, Ben, Kenobi, Death Squad Commander, Jawa, and a Tusken Raider. And the highlight of this set is the fact that C-3PO and R2-D2 are VAC metalized. Now, I'm not at all up on Vintage Collection or the Black Series, but I believe this is the first time Hasbro has done some VAC metalization. Now, we're not here to look at the box, are we? We're here to look at the figures, and if you've seen this channel before, you will know that when I do a review, I actually do a review, and that does involve removing these figures from the card backs and doing a side-by-side, which we'll get to very shortly. But in the meantime, let's get it opened. So we have tape on both ends. Yep, so it's all taped together, but I think it's just a case of slicing the tape, and then we can open it up. There we go, very simple. Now, we have paperwork first. This is probably the safety instructions, I would imagine. I'm not even going to bother reading that. But let's see what we have. Now, first up, out the box, that's R2-D2. And yes, very shiny. As I said, just bear with me. I'll get these out, I'll get them opened up, and we'll do the side-by-side with the Kenner originals. Someone had mentioned to me before that the first box of these they did, the card backs were a lot firmer. These certainly are not at all firm. Quite pathetic really, but they are unpunched, so if that's your thing, I guess this will be quite good for you. But I like the look of that. Jawa, oh, there's two of them here, hang on. We've got the Jawa, you know, as you would expect, just like the Kenner. C-3PO, again, VAC metalized, fantastic actually. This does look rather nice. Again, these are ruined with these damn stickers and the fake weathering, but we've been over that ground before. Death Squad Commander. Now, this is interesting because if you've been watching my other videos, you will know that I've been going through my entire Star Wars figure collection to determine which figures need upgraded for it to be a perfect looking display. And I did say in the first episode that if I get the Death Squad Commander from Retro Collection, he might be the one that goes on display, because mine has slightly yellowed on his chest. Obviously this one looks good. I also did say that the R2 may be the one that goes on display. Tusken Raider looks good. Obviously it's not a hollow tube version, but why would it be? And last of all, we have Ben, Obi-Wan Kenobi, looking good. I'm guessing that's the white hair they've gone with. So, all we're going to do is get these opened up and do a side-by-side with the originals to see what you think, to see if these are worthy of additions to your collection, and if, like me, you are wanting to have a really perfect looking collection, you may want to use one of these in your display. So without further ado, let's take a look at these side by side to the Kenner originals. So as you can see, Hasbro has done a fantastic job on these, and in my opinion the retro collection just keeps getting better and better as the line progresses. Now admittedly, as we've seen with all these retro collection figures, the sculpts are somewhat softer than the originals, but in this case they're much improved than they were on that first batch of New Hope figures we got, where the Luke Skywalker just looked a bit ridiculous. These do look good, and of course the star of this package has to be our two vac metalized droids. Now, as I said earlier, I was thinking that for my ultimate display of vintage Star Wars figures, I will use that R2-D2 and probably the C-3PO, to be honest, as well, because these are both brand spanking new, very shiny, and I'm thinking I probably will go with this Death Squad commander in my full display. So please do let me know in the comments, what do you think of these figures? Are you a fan? Did you order a set? And were you as impressed as I was with just how quickly these were delivered? Please do let me know in the comments. And as always, I thank you so much for watching. I just ask if you could leave a quick like. It'll take a fraction of a second. It really helps me out. Please share the video with other Star Wars fans. Make sure you're subscribed and stay tuned for more videos from All Things 80s.